It was a dream outcome for the German Chancellor. Angela Merkel had openly backed Emmanuel Macron during the French election against a nightmare scenario. Her vision of a unified Europe is safe for now.
Emmanuel Macron,
the new French president has won with great passion and in tough debates against his challenger. We will do everything not only to help France, but also to shape the European path with France.
Before becoming president, Macron went to Germany twice. Merkel even broke protocol to receive him in her office. With Macron in charge, Merkel can focus on safeguarding the EU and the euro from those bent on its collapse. Steering the continent's future, the most powerful double act in Europe. The Franco-German alliance we know today was forged at the end of the Second World War. Germany's post-war Chancellor Konrad Adenauer and French President Charles de Gaulle cemented the reconciliation in the 1963 Élysée Treaty. And in the 1980s, with the shadow of the Cold War hanging over Europe, Chancellor Kohl and President Mitterrand stood hand in hand to commemorate the First World War Battle of Verdun. Successive leaders continued working to integrate Europe and the currency. Economic prosperity has helped dispel prejudice and bring down barriers. But some argue that Europe's now a victim of too much openness. The refugee crisis has awoken a form of populist, anti-EU nationalism not seen in Europe in decades. Deadly attacks carried out by supporters of ISIL in both countries have heightened fears that European values are under siege. But the French and German leaders have repeatedly banded together to show that tolerance is a core European belief.
They're facing the same problems and they've responded to it in a similar kind of way. They both realise that they just can't go on as it was before, that there are challenges from the far right, from the far left also for Europe. Both of them realise that we need to reform, something needs to change here or else the European project is going to fall apart.
The shock of Brexit is also likely to bring the two countries even closer together. Not to mention an unpredictable US president. The battle for Europe is now being fought at the ballot box. With the German election only months away, Merkel and Macron know that social, political and economic reforms are needed to keep the Eurosceptics at bay and the European project alive. Neave, Al Jazeera.